It's a Wednesday. It's a way back Wednesday, and that's how we introduce you to a brand new day. Yes, it is the 18th day in the month of September 2024. 2 minutes gone past the hour 7 on the AM side, you already know. And if you are in a cab right now, you are, commuting, maybe from home to your workplace, or you are that one person who runs a shift, and the nature of your job is the type that carries you now from the workplace to your house so you can take a rest just before your next shift. Well, I should give you this. That's right. Well done for being responsible. Let me tell you, look, it's not easy to be responsible. I will tell you the truth. Being irresponsible is very, very easy, but being responsible, it means you have to be tact. You have to be intact. You have to also be one who sees life for what life is and see it as a responsibility to be able to give some solution to some of the multifarious problems and challenges that you face. That's what it is. That's what it means to be responsible. So if you're a solution giver, you deserve this again. You give a lot of solution and nobody's paying attention to you. Well, I would just want to say that we pay attention to you. We pay attention to you. You put together something that empowers some other person. Okay, you deserve it. That's right. It's just one day short of my birthday, so you can tell me happy birthday in advance. Okay, well, that feels good, right? Don't you think, right? Adding another year is no joke. But let me tell you something else that is added today. Well, yeah, today is International Equal Pay Day 2024. If you like, pay of the future, all right? Solutions to close the gender pay gap. That's what it is all about. So International Equal Pay Day is observed annually on September 18th. Highlights the needs for action to close the persistent gender pay gap worldwide. Now, despite significant strides in the World Bank or in the world of work, women continue to earn less than men for work of equal value across various industries and sectors and regions. I think that's what it is. So the disparity both perpetuates some sort of it's a symbol or a symptom of gender inequality, impeding the full realization of women's economic and social rights, equitable, sustainable, and economic growth. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, okay, all right, it's all good, but that's just what it is. International Equal Pay, Day 2024. Pay of the future. Solutions to close the gender pay gap, right? Might I also bring it to your eardrums the fact that yesterday, September 17, was World Patient Safety Day, right? World Patient Safety Day, and it got a theme, and the theme is improving diagnosis for patient safety, right? Okay, so that's what it is. Yesterday and today, very powerful days, I tell you. Right, now that being said, let us already jump into what we have for today, but that would be after I've greeted you in the way that I know how to. Let me say, Inakwana Karon Dewanu Agife Olodudu. In my dialect, I would say, Ametsiere, and finally, in the language that you and I universally accept, Una. Good morning. My name is Udwak Daniel, and yes, this is the breakfast show where we get you pumped up, psyched, and allow for you to get entertained, informed, as well as educated. But yeah, for now, we will just get into the pages already because that's where we are at. And on this very segment, of course, it will be about looking into the front pages of Nigerian newspapers, putting a review to it, and having your voice being heard loudly and clearly. At exactly 8 o'clock, we'll be having Vicky Vic up in here, sitting right here behind the MIC, and of course, talking to you sports on Eagles Wings. Everything that has to go with sports is what Vicky Vic, the on-air radio sports minister, will be bringing to you. And then 9 o'clock, I'll be right back here. Yes, as we go engage in one-on-one, heart-to-heart, thought-to-thought. That's just what it is. And try to see how we can, prefer solutions and teach our leaders how to lead and not rule. Because we are done with the military dispensation. And it is said that we are done for good. Even the military heads are saying, you know what? You're not coerce us. You will not cajole us into going back to military role. We'll just leave it here. Let's stay here. Democratic rule is just perfect, right? Rule your thing. We'll do our part and, protect you externally from danger and all of that. Yeah. That's what it is. But yes. Are we just gonna get into the dailies already? Somebody's asking. Well, we will, but give me a little bit of time because I need to remind you on some things that you ought to know this morning. Now, the Federation Accounts Allocation Committee, FAC, have announced the disbursement of 1.203 trillion naira in revenue for August 2024 to the federal government, state governments, and local government council. Ooh, tell me something now. This must be sharing something. Right. Now, the announcement was contained in a communique after the FAC September 2024 meeting in Abuja. Away from that one now, let's take you to Rivers State, where Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has suspended the local government committee chairman of Akuku Toru local government area, Otonye Briggs. Now, Fubara, in a statement, signed on Tuesday by his chief press secretary, Nelson Chukwudi, said Briggs had been suspended with immediate effect. What exactly did he do? All right, what did he do? That's the question we are asking, right? Yeah, Fubara, you should tell us. But then let's go to this one now. The presidency has dismissed the viral media reports claiming President Bola Tinubu had asked the Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Olayemi Cardoso to resign. Now, some online reports, right, or some online media outlets on Tuesday published reports of the purported presidential directive to Cardoso. However, special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, reacting to the report on his verified X handle, described the report as all lies. You guys are telling lies against the president, right? He never ever gave the directive that Cardoso be removed. No. Okay, that's what Bayo Onanuga is saying. Now, governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, have declared that there is no going back on their recognition of Siminalayi Fubara as leader of the party in Rivers State, which he governs. Now, chairman of the PDP governors, Bala Mohammed, said this on Tuesday. I also recall something Bala Mohammed said. In fact, replying to Wike when Wike said he was going to make it really hot, he was going to set them on fire. That's talking about the state. The PDP state, it will put fire in that state. Bala Mohammed had, been credited to saying, we have the water that will quench your fire. My goodness. Oh, this guy's quite know how to use words, right? But let's go to this one now, where the Nigeria Hydrological Service Agency, NIHSA, has alerted Nigerians of the release of water from Lagdo Dam in Cameroon. Now, in a statement on Tuesday, Director General of NIHSA, Umar Mohammed, alerted Nigerians on the development, but said there is no cause for alarm as major flooding is not expected in Nigeria. No cause for alarm, you said. What is your name again? Umar Mohammed. That's what you said. We just hope we don't get to see, because of the Lagdo Dam that was in Cameroon, you see, this happened and that. Okay, you said no cause for alarm. I'll just leave it there. Elder statesman and former Chief of Army Staff General Theophilus Danjuma, retired, has tasked all service chiefs to end banditry and return the country to the path of peace. Good one. Now, the retired top military officer who decried the ongoing abduction and killing said there are no excuses for the lingering insecurity ravaging the country. I can agree to that. Now, the federal government earned approximately $1.2 billion in telecom license fees from major operators, including MTN, Globalcom, Econet, now Airtel, and Etisalat, now Nine Mobile. Well, during the inception of mobile technology in Nigeria. Now, these license fees played a vital role in establishing the telecom industry in 2000, a sector crucial to Nigeria's economy. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo is revealing that at a book launch in Lagos on Tuesday. One of the things that he also said was that Abdul Salami was also going to he said something about how Abdul Salami, right, the retired General Abdul Salami, was going to allow us cost Nigeria 280 million, if I'm not mistaken, US dollars, based on the whole telecoms, back in the day. But yeah, thank God he didn't. Okay, so here we are. But are we any better? Well, yeah, we're better. Because back in the day, you send a letter before the letter gets here to the intended person. It might take weeks, it might take months, So yeah, no fewer than 30,132 recovered, decommissioned, unserviceable, and illicit arms and ammunition will be destroyed by the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons. Now, a breakdown of the figure shows that 3,383 are arms, while 26,749 are various calibers of ammunition, some of which were recovered from arms-bearing agencies of the government. Wow. Kaduna State Governor Uba Sani has expressed shock and a deep sense of loss while paying condolence to the families of the Edo Malud auto crash victims. Saw that crash, saw it, and it made my stomach turn. Now, the auto crash took a worse turn on Tuesday after the death toll rose from 25 to 40 people. And you know the part that beats me the most? They were all mostly children. Children. These are the leaders of tomorrow. The ones we say are the future of Nigerians that just got slaughtered because of some negligence. Because of bad roads. Because of no road signs. Because of some driver who would not pay attention to road signs. To knowing that he's not alone. That he's got people he's carrying and he has a responsibility to get them home. God rest your souls, though. And finally, though, I'll just bring it to you already. Nigeria Police Force on Tuesday said policemen deployed across the country had arrested over 2,398 suspects in recent months. Well, a breakdown showed that 259 were arrested for armed robbery, 186 suspected kidnappers, and 1,575 individuals committed various other crimes. Force spokesperson Muyiwa Dejobi disclosed this while parading suspects recently arrested by personnel of the Intelligence Response Team. All right, thanks for the update, NPF. Appreciate that one from you. But okay, now let's get into the front page of Nigerian newspapers. I know you've been dying to just know what's going on, but let me hand the numbers to you already so that you will not be found wanting, because I'm not sure I would be calling the numbers again. Well, the number for you to call, that's the talking about the studio line, would be 0907 353 0044. 0907 353 0044. Save that number already, and you'll be glad you did. And it's a more of a come one, come all. So everybody, please, male, female, boy or girl, with mature minds, please. Civility and responsibility, remember? That's right, that's the watchword. Right, should be employed as you engage, with me on this platform. But then the WhatsApp portal number where you can as well send a WhatsApp message to, or voice notes to, or even call as a substitute, to the other number would be 0909 705 4450. I'll take it again, 0909 705 4450. Now that you got the numbers already, let's get into it. The Guardian newspaper, the big story on the front page of the Guardian newspaper right now for today, Wednesday, way back Wednesday, by the way, September 18, 2024, would be World Patient Safety Day. Oh, that was yesterday. But anyway, it's all good. It's what the front page is saying. Big story. Nigeria battles spike in medical errors. Negligence in hospitals, and it's got a couple of riders to that, right? After 8 chemo sessions, 25 rounds of radiotherapy, single mastectomy, right? Cancer diagnosis turns out an error. Patient, no, I need to put that now out again. After 8 chemo sessions, 25 rounds of radiotherapy, single mastectomy, right? Cancer diagnosis turns out an error. Well, the patient is saying that. Well, this one other writer says diagnostic errors responsible for 16% of patients' harm. Another writer, practitioners blame lack of standard infrastructure for quality care. Always the blame game. And yet another writer, this one will be the last writer for that big story. We are a dumping ground for quackery, okay? Fake, substandard, unvalidated kits and devices. AMLSN president is saying that. We are dumping ground, right, for quackery, fake, substandard, unvalidated kits and devices. a dumping ground. All right. Page 6 is carrying that story now. Let's just get below, all right, see this one. Panic in Abuja over vibrations from multiple earth tremors. All right, page 30 is carrying that one. LASG seeks accountability. He says misdiagnosis costs patients 40% more. Page 7 is carrying that one now. Let's get to page 4. FRSC Act, the illegality of being accuser, prosecutor, and judge. This should be an editorial, if I'm not mistaken, but you would find that news analysis on page 4 of the Guardian newspaper. To this one, page 5, following back to back now. Minister warns of 300 million youth unemployment in Africa. Alrighty, we just waking up from our slumber. Scientists confirms new fast-spreading COVID variant. Are you serious now? Page 3 is carrying that. I never expected to hear anything COVID again, but yes, scientists have confirmed that there's a new fast-spreading COVID variant. Please, oh. All right, anyways. But let's go to this one now. News page 3. This is still at the base of the Guardian newspaper. Clark Lords Dangote urges support for local refining. All right. And to this one, page 6. Nigeria on flood alert as Cameroon's Lagdo Dam releases water. All right. To this one now, page 30. Page 30 is looking popular now. Court rejects Lagos AG's move to stop 1.35 billion naira fraud case. Alrighty. And to page 29, following back to back, if you ask again, INEC taxed on credibility as 379,245 PVCs uncollected in Edo. Alright. And the one again on page 30. Page 30, you are indeed popular. Federal government to unbundle 115 government colleges. Alrighty, that would be all with the Guardian newspaper. And away from that one now, let's get you the Daily Trust newspaper, the big story. Petrol price. NNPCL not usurping our powers. NMDPRA is saying that, and you would find the story on page 4. It is a big story for some reason. Of course, when it has to do with petrol, it has to be the big story. Now you see a couple of writers to it. It is not a regulator cannot fix prices. All right, second writer, Ipman looks out for official notification. And the third and last writer to that big story, federal government can reduce costs by cutting taxes, deductions, sources. All right, petrol price, NNPCL not usurping our powers. NMDPRA is saying that. And now let's get to the base of the Daily Trust newspaper. Now you would find this one. Onayekon flays federal government reform, says middle class becoming poor. Middle class becoming poor? I never thought we had a middle class. I used to think it's the rich and the poor. But okay, Onayekon saying middle class becoming poor. Maybe he's just recognizing it. All right. Page 3 is carrying that one now to this one year. Page 19, CBN to expand e-Naira for government transactions. Okay. To page 6 now, 4 die, 8 injured in Ogun Road accident. So rest in peace. All right. To page, this one looks like 5. But yes, I'm sure it's page 5 now. They're following themselves back to back. Danjuma to service chiefs. No more excuses. End killings now. Sounds like he's the president. But anyways, he's an right? Ex-military personnel, right? General, powerful, retired. Yeah, some power in that voice. Okay, see this one here. And federal government issues flood alert as Cameroon opens Lagdo Dam. I thought they said there was no cause for alarm. Flood alert? Okay. Page 3. We're looking very popular now. Page 5. Federal government to split Unity colleges into basic secondary schools. I don't know why, but okay. Maybe it's out of wisdom. And this last one here, you would find on page 6. Maiduguri flood. Dantata donates, okay, about 1.5 billion naira. NEDC, 3 billion naira to victims. Oh, I see. Okay, that's something. At least people are waking up and helping out and reaching out. And that will be all with the Daily Trust newspaper now. I'm seeing this one right here, and this is the Nation newspaper. And in case you're just tuning in for the first time, this is Eagles 102.3 FM. Eagles Morning Rise. We like to call it a breakfast show, but yeah, the segment is the pages with a newspaper review. That is what we look into the front pages of Nigerian newspapers and bring it into your audiovisual consciousness. Why? Because we are hosting a global national television out there, and it is across social media platforms, precisely the YouTube channel at Eagles FM Abuja, as well as the Facebook page wall at Eagles FM Abuja. So get on there and see that what I say is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But you can as well drop a comment, leave a comment, and subscribe, and give us a like, give us a following, and that will just let us know that, hey, you came, you saw, and together we're conquering. The Nation newspaper, the big story: end banditry, killings now. Danjuma tells service chiefs. It's got two writers to it. The first one, Ribadu, arms control law operational. Second writer, why insecurity persists by Interior Minister. All right, a lot of whys now. And the story begins on the front page of the Nation newspaper, continued on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. And I see just to the side of the continuation page 2, signal right there, or sign right there. I see this one that says CBN to maintain 5% loan cap to government. Oh, I see. That one too continued on page 2. Page 2, you are indeed a popular page. And now I'm seeing this one right here just to the side, but below, close to the very base now. And the story says, Cameroon begins release of water from Lagdo Dam. Okay. Agency puts Rivers, Adamawa, Taraba, Benue, Nasarawa, Kogi, Edo, Delta, Anambra, Bayelsa, Cross River on the alert. See what I said earlier when we heard, no cause for alarm, and now we are putting all of these states on the alert. Well, okay, continued on page 4. This story begins on the front page of the Nation newspaper. But let's go to the very base now. Rivers PDP elders tackle Ada George for attacking Wike. All right, page 4 is carrying that one. Just above the Nation newspaper banner now, I see this one. Tinubu signed peace accord. Presidency counters Kuka. All right, page 2 carrying that story. 99 illegal refineries found. 35 oil thieves held in 1 week. Right, page 25 is carrying that one to page 3 now. JAM unveils plan to boost education access to PLWDs. All right, PLWDs, I beg your pardon. All right, and this last one that I'll be bringing from the stables of the Nation newspaper via this platform would be Dangote can't sell petrol below cost price, says Rwani. All right, page 7 is carrying that story. Now to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. It's going to be a quick read, a fast read, a smart read. Just above the Nigerian Tribune newspaper banner now, I'm talking about the heights, the apogee, the peak, the zenith of it, the top of it. 8 killed, 2,800 injured as Hezbollah fighters. Pages explode in alleged Israeli attack. That one is outside the shores of Nigeria, that's right, just to balance the equation. Page 3 is carrying that story. Now back home, page 28, Abure-led LP fights back as Usman interim leadership seeks INEC recognition. Abure-led LP fights back as Usman interim leadership seeks INEC recognition. Page 28 is carrying that story. Now to page 4. Now, Supreme Court's judgment on local government financial autonomy may only remain implementable on paper. Okay. Somebody saying that. You should go to page 4. See that story. Now, the big story with the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. PDP BOT meets Wike behind closed doors. And it's got 2 writers to it. You can't set Bauchi on fire. Governor dares FCT minister. All right, second writer insists PDP Governors Forum stands by Fubara. Page 5 is carrying that story. And to this one, FAAC, federal government, states, local governments share 1.203 trillion naira August revenue. Page 6. Page 30. Federal government to unbundle 115 Unity colleges. And to page 4, Makinde flags off upgrade of Ibadan Airport today. Oh, I see. All right, just by the chest region now of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, ECOWAS targets $12 billion capital investment for Lagos Abidjan road project. Oh, there's a road that's going to go from Lagos to Abidjan. I like it. Page 30 is carrying that story. Now to page 3. 2.2 million registered voters collected PVCs in Edo. All right, INEC is actually saying that one right now. And on flooding, 250,000 persons at risk of being displaced in Kogi. Government warns. It's got one writer. Establishes 42 IDP camps. All right, page 13 is carrying that story. Now to page 3 now at the base of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper now. You would find this one. End banditry killings now. No room for excuses. Danjuma tells service chiefs. And the last one would be it's illegal for NNPCL to fix price of Dangote petrol. Somebody's actually saying that. You want to find out who that person is? Go see page 8 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper already. All right, would we have time for one more? Okay, the big story with the Punch newspaper now. Governorship poll. 35,000 cops arrive at Edo as joint forces begin patrol. All right, page 2 carrying the stories got one writer. Military, NSCDC, EFCC personnel backup police team. INEC tracks ballot boxes movements. I see. All right, just at the base, police parade 2,740 suspected kidnappers, others with 4,087 ammunition rounds. Okay, that's a good one right there with police. You just paraded them. I just hope that we hear the aftermath. And that one, of course, you should find on page 4 of the Punch newspaper. Just to the side of a Punch newspaper now, executive order. Tinubu eyes $2.5 billion investment. Page 20 has got that story. To the base. PDP shifts neck meeting over state Congress crisis. Page 12. And to page 5, 3 Oyo students remanded for allegedly causing colleagues' death. All right, what's it with students killing or ending students? I don't get it. It's becoming a rampant thing now. Page 5. Now to this one. Federal government alerts 11 states as Cameroon plans Lagdo Dam release. Page 30 is carrying that story. Just above the Punch newspaper, the height, the apogee, the peak, the top, the zenith of it. 20 governors borrow fresh 446 billion naira as revenues tumble. Page 2. Okay, 20 governors borrow. I see. And y'all need to share that fact allocation. Okay. Well, let's go to page 19 now. 3 marketers to import 141 million liters petrol. I see. Okay, then this last one here. How federal government earned $1.29 billion from telecom licenses. Obasanjo is saying that one, and you would find that story on page 20. And this one ends it, and we say bye-bye to the front pages, but not to the content of the front pages, because I would love to hear from you. Know your reaction. What do you think about these ones? But as you also put your reaction out there, let me know how you feel and everything. Let us also be wary of the fact that it has to be civil and responsible. Please don't attack personality. Address the topical issues or issue, and let's just have a wordy conversation. 2 minutes would be the time for each family member. All right, and then via the WhatsApp portal, remember that your voice note has to be 1 minute 30 seconds or at most 1 minute 35 seconds. Okay, so you might want to be very, very low with the greetings. That's not to say it's bad, but yeah, please just curtail it just a little bit, right? All right, let's take this one. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you. Good morning. Yes, please.
Yes, my name is Apostle.
Also
from Apple.
Right.
Yes, my take this morning goes like this. It's not today we'll be hearing from Army Chief or police high rank officer that they have apprehended those who were criminals. And after saying that, tomorrow you will be hearing that social criminals or kidnappers, they kidnap up to 200 people, this, that. So that means those people, they are far from the truth.
Right.
So with that number, they will be telling us this, that. But whereby we are not seeing the effect in our country, whereby those people are continuing ravaging the country. It's not helping us. Let them be telling us the truth. Another thing I want to say, Mr. Daniel, is this. They do say that after election, there's no more campaigning.
Right.
Wike and the governor of Rivers State and the governor of Bauchi State, they should leave the politics this time around. Let them face the mandate that Nigeria gives to them. The Nigerians are suffering in the policy they are making, and this governor of Central Bank is not doing the thing that we expected him to be doing, because the time will come now that the dollars are going up and the naira are going down, and things are not easy. Then if the president will change the economic thing, it will go a long way. Thank you,
Thank you so
much.
My
name is Apostle Osolai, aka God bless you.
All right, Apostle of Life. I didn't know you had an AKA. Well, anyways, feels good. You've spoken comprehensive wisdom. Taking this one now. Hello and good morning.
Wow, at last.
Yes.
Mr. Monday, this is Moses.
Moses. Where are you calling from, Moses? Suleja. Feels good. Moses, let's get into it. Talk to us.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy morning, rain.
All right, yes.
Thank God. Thank God nobody can remove rain subsidy. Yeah, thank God for
Moses. Rain subsidy, yes. Okay, I get that. That was smart, yeah.
Over 2,000 arrests for different crimes within few months. In fact, this analysis is alarming in our economy.
All right, Moses, can you do me a favor? Walk away from the radio stats, please, because I can hear feedback. All right.
It's okay.
Yes, or turn it off, basically.
Yeah. Are you listening?
Yes, I can hear you, but I can still hear myself.
It's okay. I'm talking about over 2,000 criminals being arrested within few months. I think that is a good one, but it's an alarming for the security to make sure that they should not just arrest, but should carry what is needful to enable the crime free. Danjuma says that let the needful be done to allow peace to reign on the issue of bandits. It's a good one. These are things that we have been saying, that Nigerians, a time will come when we'll have our two eyes closed when we go to the bed. Then finally, determination on Dangote oil, which the price cost. Why are these become a challenge when we are having fuel crisis in this country? This young man came up with his own private refinery. May I not have this thought that some of these people that have shares in that company and some of the cabals may not allow what is needful to be done in this economical crisis on fuel.
All right, Moses.
So I am believing that they should allow this young man to determine his price, despite there is a legal principle. Let him have a price, because this fuel is no more an imported fuel.
Okay.
So because the challenge what we are going through that led to the high cost of food, high cost of transport, it just needs fuel.
All right, Moses.
That is the thing that the government should do.
For want of time. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah. All right, Moses right there giving his analysis very, very, spot on. Let's go. Just calm the heat just a little bit, because I don't know if you feel, maybe you're not feeling the heat, but I've been feeling the heat ever since I was in the dailies, bringing it to you. We'll be right back in a short bit. Don't forget, this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, where we'll give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Admission is now open at Eagles Academy Lokoja into the following classes: crèche, pre-nursery class, nursery classes, grade classes, junior secondary classes, and senior secondary 1 and 2. At Eagles Academy Lokoja, we are committed to providing the premium possible education for your child. Our shared vision is to challenge your child at every opportunity to be curious, independent, resilient, kind, and most importantly, to be academically inspired. We have excellent back-to-back records of outstanding performance of our students in all external examinations. Eagles Academy is approved by the Kogi State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, and other examination bodies, and approved JAM Computer-Based Test Center, JAM CBT. Our school is fully equipped with qualified staff, laboratories, serene and conducive learning environment. Pick up your admission forms at Eagles Academy Lokoja, number 2, Ogidibeje Close, opposite Pacific Hotel, Lokongoma, Phase 1, Lokoja, Kogi State. For inquiry, please contact 080 08060382933 08060382933 or 08069141797. Hurry now, enroll your child for a brighter future. Get the desired clients for your business and service and get your phones buzzing. From the 1st of September to the 31st of December, you can advertise and reach a large audience with the Eagle 7 Ember Months package. Advertise on any of our platforms and get a whopping 30% discount. That's right, 30% discount. For more information, please call 080-5919-8658 080-5919-8658 or 081-5791-7278 081-5791-7278. The Eagles FM 102.3 FM Ember package is a sure way to getting a wider clientele for your business and service.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I suppose it was inevitable. Eagles 102.3.
All right, you might want to take charge of those, what you've heard. But anyways, this is the pages. So we're still looking at the front page of Nigerian newspapers and looking to hear from you, your thoughts, with regards, the front page. Right, now let's go get this call. Hello and good morning.
Good.
Yes, good morning to you, Bright.
Good morning. This is Brian from Airport Road.
From Airport Road. Bright, talk to us. Let's go into it. Yes, please.
When somebody says something, you don't have to cut that person off. You have to tell that person to explain. I was trying to explain something yesterday, but you cut me off.
Oh, okay, Bright. Please, I think you should start with the explanation so that we don't have to cut you off.
What I'm saying is this, that we have leaders who don't take people to task. Now, these Nigeria Meteorological Centers gave substantive report that there will be flooding in so state, and they named them. And at last, all those things happen. Those people that were in charge in those tests, have them been sacked? They weren't sacked. We had an information from North Korea that their president sacked most of the people that were involved in getting the organization that caused flooding in their cells. They didn't sack them. But still, the federal government went and brought money and gave to the same people that were overseeing those agencies. Is it right? It's because we don't have consequences in Nigeria. That's why people behave and do anything they like. If you're in an organization and you fail to do the job, when you get sacked, the next person that is going to that organization will know that if you underperforms, he will be sacked. But in Nigeria, if you are there and you fail, they still support you. What's the sense of wasting our money? And again, they have told us now they have arrested the oil thieves. I want to see their faces on television and their sponsors. You will see them. But if you saw this Yahoo boys now, you will see them. Thank you.
All right, Bright, I get that. Well, I mean, please, Bright. And this is not just about Bright now. This is to every other member of the family. If I was seeing you face to face, one-on-one, and we having a conversation and you said certain things, I would want to say, explain. But come on, this is a place where every other family member, should also have their voices heard loudly and clearly. And there are some family members who may not be able to have their voices heard. And when you sell out such idea, it might be taken now as the prudent, idea, and you may not have the time, to want to give explanation. So please, as we also put a call through, please start with the explanation, right? So that we understand. So don't give us a very Herculean task of trying to break down what you're trying to say. That's not going to help, okay? Because it's not just you, man. We are a family, all right? So, yes. But anyways, conversation still going on and trending right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. And let's go take this one. Hello and good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Mr. John. I'm calling you from Kaduna Road.
All right, Mr. John, all the way from Kaduna Road. Let's get into it. Talk to us.
Yes, I want to say something about insecurity in Nigeria.
All right, let's get into it.
Let the Tinubu do the needful. They are trying. that try modern passing government.
Right.
This government is trying for insecurity very, very well. We are hearing what's happening even in Zamfara. But this problem, this Bello Truji, they have to go after that guy very well.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is messing himself up. He's messing himself up. Seriously. Insecurity is very, very bad in Nigeria.
Right.
Tinubu have to do something for it, and they have to do something for fuel. Let them leave them with them. Let them go down with them. Stay on fuel. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Let
Mr.
the
John.
federal government and forget about of Dangote because they are not the one that beat that Ferrari for that young man.
Okay.
Let that young man do him busy because that young man is ready to help the masses of Nigeria. Are you hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
But federal government, they are intimidating him.
Okay.
That is not the right.
Okay.
Let them leave that young man to do in business.
All right, John.
Let him bring fuel down.
All right.
Tinubu, let him bring fuel down. And everything will come down.
Okay.
Because the masses are suffering.
All right. The masses are suffering. All right.
That is my own.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you.
sir.
Thank you so much, John. All the way from Cardinal Road. Feels good that you are also attuned to the discourse. And yes, you can get across social media platforms, Facebook right there. Go on the YouTube under the comment section and do well to comment. And I will herald your comment right here via this platform so that the entire world gets to hear. We would have some time for yet another call. Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Udi.
Yes, good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is UND.
Oh, UND.
Right here in the city.
All right, UND, let's make a fast, conversation right there. Let's go.
Yes, my take me on the inferior ground, dumping ground. You see, as a country, even in Ghana, there is some things that the substandard organization, that is strong, they rejected and they're supposed to be with the brothers and in terms of maritime in the sea, in the ship, they check. But this time they give them the opportunity not to be there. They have to only be outside the shore, offshore, not in the direct where they offload this, which is not good.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So that's like it. We need to do something good as a country to regulate things that are items that people use. Even in terms of real estate, most of the standard of zinc, I'm telling you, it doesn't last.
Right.
So we really need to put eyes on that as a nation.
All right.
And secondly, in terms of the security, you see, if our people in the north that name and character that if they speak and everything, they speak the truth and openly with their heart, you see everything normalized in terms of insecurity we have in Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, UND. I appreciate that one from you. God bless Nigeria. God bless you too. And thank you. And yes, UND, some very strong points you're saying right there. Look, hey, issues of contraband, how we can tighten, our borders and ensure that there is a proper screening, for not just the medical, appliances or medical, affairs. It could also get into every other sector right there, so that we can ensure that there is some levels of transparency, accountability, as well as the fact that we have the goodwill of the people at heart. That's talking about those who are put in places to man our borders. Well, I get that. We'll just take this one and then we will get into the WhatsApp proper. Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please.
Mrs. George from Lugbe.
Mrs. George from Lugbe. Welcome aboard, Mrs. George.
Yes, this is my first time on calling.
Oh, awesome, Mrs. George. That's right, you deserve that, and I appreciate. All right, let's get into it. Talk to us.
Yes, the problem of this nation is very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple, but we are making it unnecessarily difficult because our government doesn't have the political will to do what they should do.
Right.
Very simple. 12 acres or removal of subsidy brought hardship. The most common thing that anybody with common sense to do, put back the subsidy. What is difficult about that? I want to know. There is nothing difficult. The first subsidy removal caused trouble. Put it back. Simple. And then everything is back to normal. Thank you. very much.
All right, Mrs. George says, you know what? You've tried taking away the subsidy, and now you've seen it's causing more problems than good. What is so wrong in putting it back where it was so that we can breathe, even if for once? Because the truth is, hey, if you don't know what is exactly going on out there, if you still have a job that pays you 20,000 naira, this is not me trying to be mediocre. Me being show mediocrity and all of that. That's not also me reducing your worth. But look, if you even still have a job that pays you 30K at this point in time, I want you to imagine that there are many people who don't even have nothing right now. Like, they have gone from broke to abject poverty to what is the worst of poverty now? That would be okay. I can't place my mind around that. I mean, but yeah. That's just what it is. So, Miss George is saying, just give it back. Put the subsidy back. Yeah, you say that people stealing it. Let them steal. As long as we are better now. We're better off this stuff when we were paying the subsidy and now you took it away. Where are we going with this? Alrighty. Wait, we should take maybe one more call. No, I wouldn't want to make a mistake I made yesterday where I left out a couple of family members without having just say loudly and clearly. Let's get on to the WhatsApp portal, and I would love to beg us. Remember, we are family now. Please do not call the WhatsApp portal. Let's be able to look into some of these messages via the WhatsApp. And should we have the time, of course, I'll intimate you as to when to call the WhatsApp portal. Please, Danjuma Deri, don't call the WhatsApp portal for now. All right. I see this one now is coming from Samuel. It says, all the way from Kuje. Good morning to you, my brother, Udwak Daniel. All right. Good morning to you too, Samuel. Standing on existing protocols now. If nothing is done urgently to the quack medical personnel in this country, we will be heading to a place of no return. These people should know that they are dealing with human lives. Please, in capital letter with an exclamation mark. And he says, and stop using people who are seeking medical attention for experiments. My heartfelt condolences to the families of the road accident in Kaduna during Salah celebration. May God comfort and console them. May the Lord God Almighty make it easy for us in this country, in Jesus' name. Amen. UD, may you be richly blessed in Jesus' name. Amen. And you too, richly blessed in Jesus' name. Amen, Samuel. Thank you for that one. Appreciate it. Now, let's get to this one. Good morning, Udwak. Good morning. This is Mr. Uche. Oh, my namesake from Abuja. Uche, where in Abuja are you messaging from is what I want to know. Please send that and I'll get your message out. Moving away from this now. I see this one from Tekken Bihundu, all the way from Nasarawa State. Good morning, Daniel. Keep up the good work. He says, I'm listening from Nasarawa State. 3 marketers to import fuel. We Nigerians know exactly why NNPCL made sure Dangote's fuel is solid very high, despite no landing cost. Why do these people... Why is it that these people are bent on importation of fuel? There is God. Lastly, PDP governors must save party from giving final burial in any state. Governor is the leader. The PDP chairman is Wike. The PDP chairman is Wike's boy. Okay, if the party can suspend the likes of Dino, what is the party waiting to expel Wike and others? APC has no opposition to put it on its toes. Tekken Bihundu saying that. All right, no opposition to put the APC on its toes, you say. And to this one coming from James all the way from Suleja, he says, good morning, UD. Good morning to you too, James. Almost everyone from notable economists to experts and Nigerians in general have been calling for an end to banditry and kidnappings while also lamenting the economic downturn of the nation for over a year now. But only those who are benefiting from the government believe these cries are from those who lost elections. Let me ask, is it only those who lost elections that are now buying petrol for over 1,000 naira? Are they the only ones facing the crippling inflation and insecurity? Cameroon have announced plans to open the Lagdo Dam again this year. What's its government's response? This is an annual routine, and one would expect a framework to have been developed at all levels to mitigate the effect of the anticipated flooding, but we have leaders who will only take knee-jerk reactionary measures than take precautionary ones. There are no consequences for bad behavior or irresponsibility of public office holders when these failures occur. Right? That's what James is saying all the way from Suleja. And I'm still saying right there, please stop calling the WhatsApp portal for now. All right, please don't call the WhatsApp portal number. All right, okay, so we'll see this one here. It's coming from Samson from Federal Housing Authority, FHA, Lugbe. Okay, he says, good morning, Mr. Presenter. Good morning to you. Action speaks louder than words. We desire to see the end to the current insecurity challenges in our country, and not empty and invisible words of terrorism elimination by our gallant soldiers. They are trying, but we expect them to do more and talk less. Have a blessed rainy day. All right, Samson, thank you. Do more and talk less. What a cue. I like. Good morning, UDN and PCL. Not usurping our power, says Nigeria Midstream and Downstream Agency, NMDPRA, right? It is a shame that NNPCL, with 3 refineries, 21 fuel depots, and 5,121 kilometer pipelines network, was celebrating trucking and struggling to fix price of products from a private refinery while abandoning their own. Okay, it is an act of illegality for NNPCL to venture into fixing price of products, as it is against the provisions of PIA. Until a probe panel is set up to probe the activities of NNPCL, we can never get it right in that sector. Have a nice day. Yusuf, all the way from Wuse 2, is saying. All right, Yusuf, thank you. And this one here coming from Comrade Ulobasi from Buari right there. Right, you're saying, good morning, Obon Udwak Daniel. Good morning to you, to Comrade Ulobasi. God bless your day and yours too. It is very clear that since the tenure of Olusegun Obasanjo's government ended, we don't have anything like middle class citizens in this country. It's either somebody is very rich or very poor in Nigeria. There's no more middle ground to stand. As it is today, politicians are working tirelessly to see that the masses continue to be beggars in their homeland, so as to remain easy targets for manipulations. May God save us from ourselves. Amen. Comrade Ulobasi saying from Buari. Well, James, I see your message, but I can't get into it. Let's serve every other family member first. Good morning, Udwak. Okay, Udwaka. Okay, that feels good. Anyways, it's not Udwaka, it's Udwak. This is John from Kubwa. John, welcome aboard. It's so disheartening that government is causing more pain in our lives. Why would NNPCL dictate pricing for Dangote? Question mark, he puts. Nigerian government have hands in this epileptic back forth increase in price of fuel. Right, we'll leave it for God to take control, because Mr. President knows what to do as Minister of Petroleum. Please, Moses Breen, stop calling the WhatsApp portal, okay? I don't know why we should be people who like to listen to instruction, but no, we do otherwise. I've been saying it. Stop calling the WhatsApp portal, at least for now. Don't call it, all right? Let it be, leave it be, so that we can attend to every other family member. All right, now I see a couple of voice notes now. We should go into it and bring it to your eardrums as quickly as we can. All right, so let's go into it now.
My name is Zion Priest. Good morning, Udwak.
Good morning to you.
The First Lady launches a Young Farmers Club. Just like, I don't know whether these are intended to actually create economic growth. I have my reservations, because yesterday my son was one of those selected from his school to attend the Young Farmers Club, and what they were given there was a hoe and a watering can. All these are to be returned back to their various schools. The vest, the clothes they were given, a trouser, a vest and a cap, are all to be returned back to the school from where they were selected. I don't think it is meant for economic growth rather than for showmanship. The government should do things that will change the living standard of Nigerians and create true economic growth, not mere showmanship. Thank you and God bless.
All right, not mere showmanship, he says. Well, okay. Well, let's go see yet another one now. This one right here, going to take it. Okay.
Good morning, Eagles FM. Good morning. Good morning, Eagles FM. Good morning, Nigeria. This is Dan from Kurudu.
All right, Dan.
End the killing now. That is a strong voice from a general who knows everything about insecurity. This is a revelation. This is a fact that insecurity is a business in Nigeria, and our security agencies should wake up to their responsibility. Cardinal Icon said middle class are becoming poor. It is a reality on ground. The fact is that Nigerians are becoming poorer every day. The politicians, the rich men, are far disconnected from the people. They are far from the reality on ground. So we need leaders that are close to the people, leaders that knows the pains of the people, leaders that their wife and children goes to the same market with the people, leaders that their children school in the same with ordinary people. That is when our leaders will realize the kind of hardship that we are going through in this country. But nevertheless, I believe Nigeria will be great again. God bless Nigeria.
All right, God bless Nigeria right there. Thank you. Taking this one from Alameen.
Good morning, this is Alami from Apple Legislative Quarters. I greet you.
Good morning, Alami.
On the headline that says Dangote cannot sell its crude below cost price. That is a no-brainer. Dangote is a businessman. He's in need to make profits, not to make Nigerians happy or not to cater for the poor Nigerians so they can afford it. That is not what he's in business for. If we want to speak about patriotism and sympathy for the poor, I think many of our family members and many of us who are into trade and other businesses will not also be exploiting the inflation by creating our own artificial inflation, by increasing the cost price. I mean, by selling the product they are selling and services they are rendering at almost 4 times the cost price. And these are the same people that are grandstanding, trying to advise Dangote to sell his own product cheap. I think we should practice what we preach. Let us also, imbibe that same patriotism we are trying to force on Dangote. Sell your own product and your services very cheap, below the cost price, and then we'll know that you are patriotic and you really have the interest of poor Nigerians at heart. I want the hardship in the land to go away. But if you cannot do that, please, let's stop this Owambe hypocrisy. Thank you so much.
All right, stop the Owambe hypocrisy. Well, I'll just take this one, and then, of course, all right, Honorable Edward.
You see, the problem in this country is just the NNPC. They are the cabal behind every problem in this country. Because some people are now engaged in doing so many things that ordinarily it's never in their blood. NNPC has cost a lot of things. We have so many refineries in this country. A lot of money have been budgeted for it. We have stopped them from managing those ones. Since they know how to manage, they are this. We have line, we have pipe from all these resources to Kaduna. Do you know that all these tankers that load fuel from Lagos to Kaduna, all those things, they spread our road? So NNPC have a problem in this country. The refineries are not working. Now they want to control the private refineries. And if I may ask, what is so important about this? Is it mandatory for them to manage this thing? I'm not just there's nothing like landing cost again. It's refining this fuel in Nigeria. Let them work on their refineries if they actually love this country. They should go and work on their refineries. It's a simple thing. The president should look into this. The problem in this country is as a result of removal of fuel subsidy. And now we will have a way out. These people are frustrated. The cabal, NNPC are frustrated us again. Thank you.
All right. Well, they say NNPC is a cabal. Yet Alameen will say, come from the place of, hey, this man is a businessman, which I agree. But then, what exactly is the truth in all of these? Because at some point, Dangote had come out to say, we did not join you in fixing that price, or you're the one who did it. That's talking to NNPC. NNPC also bringing out documents to show proof that, hey, indeed, they bought, the fuel at a certain price, high cost, and all of that. And even saying that if Dangote would even give some discount, they'd be glad, to indeed ameliorate the sufferings of Nigerians and everything. And the NNPCL have also said that, well, from October 1, we should expect that maybe the price might just, step down a little bit as, as in when due. But anyways, do we know? What do we know? We're still following back to back, bumper to bumper, if you like me using that, very expression. But I want to say a big thank you to you. Thank you for, being a part of this. I mean, I could not take every other call, but yes, you put your voice out there, and it was indeed very loud and clear. Well, I'll be right back at 9 o'clock to have a political discourse with you. Remember, the powers in the people, and politics is what we address. Vic is going to be up in a short bit. Don't go away.